ton of our clients. Now I want to tell you about our home repair program. I met with a grandmother who raises her grandchildren. She was doing everything she could. But after she has paid for all of her expenses, there was nothing left. When we first met with them, the children were sleeping on blankets and mattresses in the living room. After Hampton's Community Outreach provided a full renovation of the house, the children now sleep in beautiful bunk beds in their own rooms. A year and a half ago, I met this single dad. He had a one-bedroom house with no kitchen. When I met with him, he said, "Would you consider paying for a foundation for a future room for my children?" And I said to him, "It seems like you need more than that. What does your family really need?" And he said to me, "I didn't want to ask big, because then I might get nothing." What he did not know is we at Hampton's Community Outreach, we think big, we dream big, and thanks to people like you, to our generous donors, we deliver big. I am thrilled to tell you that this house turned into this house. Here's another transformation. The woman who lived in a moldy trailer with tarps now lives in this newly built house. In the past 4.5 years, Hampton's Community Outreach has renovated 70 houses, installed 25 heating systems, built 4 houses, and are almost done with 2 more. None of this work would be possible without all of our donors in our amazing community. I would like to finish with a program that started it all, our child-centered program. As many of you know, HEO started as an art camp back in 2018. I found out that there are children in the Hamptons who have nothing to do all summer. This upcoming summer will be our 9th year of hosting camp, and we will welcome over 140 campers, of which 50% are non-paid. In the winter, we pass out more than 300 coats to children. This past Christmas, we passed out presents to more than 200 children and over 100 gift cards to teenagers in need. The kids wrote a letter to Santa, and our donors responded. Each year, we send about 50 high school seniors to prom. Imagine being a parent, and you have to choose between sending your child to prom and buying food for the week. Hampton's Community Outreach covered the cost of the tickets, tuxedos, dresses, haircuts, shoes, and more. We have important news to share. Last week, a writer and photographer from the New York Times came out and spent 2 days with us. They actually attended the funeral of a man that passed away in the woods. We just could not be more grateful that they are shining light on our struggling neighbors. An article should be coming out soon. To wrap it up, I'd like to say thank yous. But there were so many to thank that we decided to put them in the slides. Thank you to our staff, Alyssa, Chuck, and Elizabeth. Our board members here tonight, Denise, Holly, Lindsay, and Lynn. Our volunteers and donors, without whom none of this very important work could happen. Thank you to the host committee for your hard work. Thank you to our corporate donors. Thank you to our in-kind sponsors. And also thank you to the companies that made tonight happen. Again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight and showing your support. Now, I would like to introduce Kelly and Douglas, who are two people that HEO has helped.
Hi, my name is Kelly Brown. And a little over a year ago, I was lying in a hospital bed. I was in a coma. I had received 2 blood transfusions after an emergency craniotomy. I was only given a 10% chance of surviving, and I spent 5 days in that coma. What led me to that hospital, it didn't start that day, it started long before. In the spring of 2024, my entire life collapsed in a matter of weeks. I lost my job, my apartment, and my car went on fire in like 2 weeks. So overnight, I became homeless. I was trying to stay positive, trying to survive, but I was exhausted, vulnerable, and alone. In that time, I met someone who I thought was going to be supportive and caring, but it turned out that he was extremely abusive, which is how I ended up in that hospital bed. Waking up in the hospital bed was just the first step. Rebuilding myself has been the real work, and thankfully I didn't have to do it by myself. That's when Hampton's Community Outreach stepped in, and they literally pulled me out of the darkest time of my life and gave me the chance to start again. They were able to give me a car, and with that, I was able to move forward again. They were able to provide dental work for me, so the pain and trauma wasn't written all